Welcome back to the Inn at the End, friends. Our troopers are already at their table, getting underway. Why don't you go join them? I'll bring you a drink.
So, take the gondolas up to the city proper. It's a fairly busy city.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What
Sorry,
are you doing,
didn't
Ben?
say anything.
I was just going to see which one sounded more interesting and jump on board.
I was with him.
I guess I'll go with Val and Simon probably. And I'm going to keep an eye out for ghosts that can help us.
Nice.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you take the gondolas up to the city. It's a pretty bustling city. It's a very wooded area here. Like, a lot of trees have been been cleared out for the buildings, but they are smack next to everything. So it gives this kind of dark, moody atmosphere in here with the canopy above. But there's people here enjoying life, having drinks. If there's anything you want to purchase, there are all kinds of shops here. Things seem a little worse for wear as far as the availability of things. There's some closed down businesses as well, kind of things that have been boarded up. Go ahead, folks that are wanting to get a sense of the people here, go ahead and give me a charisma check or a persuasion check to see, just talking around, see if you can find anybody with some info.
That's going to be a 17 for me.
17.
11.
11.
A 9.
A 9. I would say easily what attracts all of you is the shrine to Melora here. It is carved like a shrine would be in Quilton. Talking with a few folks, you see there's something different here is there's colored flags and lots of flowers that have been brought as offerings here. And the whole area around it is just kind of a gathering place for folks. You go up and you see people are just chatting. Some people are handing out food to those that need it. You catch their eye and, can I help you? Do you need anything to eat? Do you need directions? Seem like you're new in town.
Yes. I am new here. I was just wondering where one might procure the services of a sword for hire or
Oh, like mercenaries, things like that.
yeah,
Sell swords.
men-at-arms.
Best person to talk to would either be the mayor, or if you have an inn with the dress queues, they hire out. Not particularly nice folks, but that's kind of what you want with a sell sword.
We want nice sellswords, though.
Like they do a good job, or they are pleasant at a dinner.
Both. Pleasant at a dinner, perhaps driven by some guiding morals or ethical principles.
Oh, I see.
I'm also fine with the sellsword who has none of those things. So
Well, check the taverns. Usually, talking with a few people, and you can find folks that are at least interested in that kind of work that might be laying low.
all right. Yeah, I'm gonna make my way to a tavern. Where's the tavern with just the scummiest people?
Oh, that would be the Shipwrights Tavern. It's where most of the dock workers work. They go after their shift. It's down by the boat docks. It's kind of built into one of the sea caves, or the ocean, not ocean. What is it? Lake cave.
Right.
Yes.
All right. That's good to know. Thank you.
Why is your statue so nice here?
Oh, well, we take care of it. We make sure to clean it and or take care of it. It's something we received as a gift from Quilton Bay years and years ago. What was that?
Who gifted it from Quilton?
I don't remember. The town brought it as an offering to show what their...
How long was years and years ago?
I don't remember. It would have been...
A lot of gifts from Quilton Bay going
like... 20 or 25 years ago, I think.
Oh, wow. So
Definitely when Alistair washed up, though. Well, wait. No, when did he wash up?
How old are we?
We were young kids.
Doing some math here.
But yes, we received it and have really enjoyed the teachings of Melora. We've curated a number of books and teachings from around Haven and just try and do right by the folks here. Those who need help to walk their path, we try and help, and those who are lost, we try and give advice.
How's relations with Quilton Bay these days?
Oh, I mean, no one comes in or out except for the rescue merchants. So not great, but I guess not bad.
Nobody from the lighthouse?
No one, really. No one comes in or out of Quilton, not since the fog.
No juicy gossip coming out with the rescue merchants.
Well, I mean, I don't care for them very much. They kind of stick to themselves. When any of their, mercenaries, their hired help come into town, they tend to be a little rough around the edges. They don't cause too many scenes, but that's just because people know to stay away from them.
Do they profess Melora?
No, I don't believe so. I think the deity they're tied to is Avandra.
Avandra.
But loosely.
Would I be familiar with that?
Deity? You would know about Avandra in passing. The god of coin and trade.
Okay.
Oftentimes seen as a halfling god as well.
Oh. All right. Is there anything off about the statue? Can I
give me a religion
touch
check.
it.
Ooh, I'm good at religion.
Hey.
You're good at touching statues.
I'm going to touch the statue.
I want to touch it real hard.
Go ahead and give me
firm.
advantage because it is also made out of stone.
Ooh! Yay!
And Simon, for the first time in this whole season, says in Dwarvish to you, good luck.
And I say in Dwarvish. Actually, Ben doesn't speak Dwarvish. I have to tell you that.
One thing.
Yeah, I actually opted to take something else because Ben wasn't, he was raised by a lady who presented as a dwarf, but no dwarven father that I knew of, so I just...
Interesting.
Dwarf that doesn't know Dwarvish.
Yeah,
So you just look at me blank stare like, what?
Yeah. Part of Ben's backstory is his disconnection from his dwarven heritage, so...
I can see I really hit on something that you really want to share.
There's interesting lore piece about my character.
I've been waiting all season to let this out.
For the full backstory on Ben, listen to the other podcast.
What if I told you the reason I know Dwarvish? I am your father.
Oh, shoot.
Super hot. Super hot. So you're the one that fucked up on your deal with the hag then?
Well, I don't like to get into all that.
Just kidding. 24.
24. Yeah, you can absolutely tell that this was made in Quilton, first and foremost. This was a gift from Quilton. And with your, just knowledge of things, it's not tied to Alistair. This was something that the Lighthouse gave as a gift to kind of spread their worship of Melora. There's definitely changes that have been made. So paint has been applied in places. It's a lot more colorful and lively. Most of the statues at Quilton are just stone and solid colors. No, the idea of dressing it up is looked down on in Quilton.
Interesting.
But yeah, it's and I would even say that you get a sensation of this being a hallowed place. This is a sacred place to Melora.
No, this one's legit, guys. Yeah, it's not from Alistair.
All right. Well, that's
Definitely
good.
from Quilton, though.
Well, that's good news.
I want to leave.
I think I can see old man Hilton's chisel marks right here.
Mm-hmm.
The blue hawk feather that I snagged from our time recently.
Is it the first or second hawk feather?
It's the number 2. I want to leave it as an offering, where I see the flowers and stuff.
Yeah.
And say just a quiet prayer to Melora. Ask for a blessing for me and our upcoming
I would say
conflict.
with that, you take a moment, you give the feather as an offering. You ask for a blessing, and you receive one. You feel like you're back at home for a moment, back in Wilton, back in your home. You feel a little uneasy, but you do feel a reassurance, a kind of reassurance that you get from your parents, and it's them telling you, "We're okay."
Simon definitely has a little bit more of a bounce in his step.
All right. What are you guys doing after this?
I'm going to go to the Shipwrights Tavern.
Okay. You guys following?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys head down to the gondolas. You take one down. While we're doing that, or before we do that, Ace, you are getting rooms all set up at the inn, the Pink Pony. Levi's like got his gold and is like he's also like haggling to get a better price.
Of course, yeah.
He's traveled before and is always staying at places.
And I look at the housekeeper, I'm like, or the owner, and I'm like, yeah, God, I know.
Yeah. It's a little embarrassing, but he puts on the charm. Like he knows what to say and make them feel appreciated too. Few corny jokes. It's like, all right, here's the room keys. We're gonna be upstairs to the east.
Yeah. So I know you're good with all these numbers and stuff, and you can track the things. I just want to help tell a story that's going to interest them as well, right? Because that's what's really going to sell them to the story. So as you're like kind of putting these numbers together, let me try to fill in some of the gaps and kick up the beat a little bit.
Gotcha. Yeah, sounds like a plan. I mean, should we go over what our plans? What we're going to talk about?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So he gives you the keys. Here, this is the keys for you and your guys. Here. He kind of like waves over to the innkeeper's like, hey, we're going to grab a table over here. I know you're not serving breakfast or anything, but we'd love to grab, just sausage and eggs if you've got them. Tomato, if you could.
Ooh, beans?
Beans. I know one of our guys likes beans.
Crab cakes?
The baked potatoes.
Baked potatoes.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, if I for later, this will take a little bit, but it's a dwarven thing. It's a twice baked potato. Okay.
One with the onion and the garlic cloves in it.
Yeah, me won't mix all that stuff in. We'll take those later on.
Guys, I want
And he
this
just gives
for
a big
real.
thumbs up. Says, okay,
We're just getting real halfling with it.
after a few minutes, they bring out some food, and then the rest arrive. It says, with the book, with the notes that we have, I think that's going to seal the deal with the knight from Javier. What is his name? Knight Rav Duluth. He's a dragonborn, stand-up guy. He just needs the evidence that something's going on. We've got that with him. He's in. The other two, so Sayla is from Kuningrick. I think they're mostly interested in the fact that the Drescues have been supplying weapons to their enemies. That's the big thing there. Well, to their enemies and them. They've been supplying enemies to both sides of these conflicts. Just really turning up the heat all over the inner channels.
Everything worse.
Yes. So I know she's not going to be excited about this, but they'll stop buying things once she knows about that. If you convince her that Alistair needs to be stopped and Quilt needs to be saved.
Well, I mean, it's really clear that they are tied together. Like, the Drescues and Alistair are one and the same. They're working together, even though the Drescues are benefiting from it. With Coin, he's benefiting with it through his own means, right?
I mean, yeah, I'm not sure what he is trying to do, but he is benefiting.
I told you about the giant dogs and the portals and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it's real crazy.
It is crazy, but I was there for part of it, but it was a little terrifying. You all have seen more of it, so
I'll cover that stuff. They'll be
perfect.
interested in it.
The other one is a merchant here in town, Frida Hallowbrook. She, just has a lot of resources while we're talking to her. She's got a lot of resources here in the town. She would enjoy bringing Alistair down, as well as also anyone in charge in Quilton, if she could take over. I'm sure that would be her plan. But I think she just needs to know that Alistair is not going to stop with Quilton, that her businesses here in Brighton are also going to be hit.
Well, it's already obvious that Quilton has expanded into their town. Like, they worship Melora now, too. Like, obviously, there's more...
We used to be very close. You remember coming here to Brighton when you were a kid.
The shore, yeah.
Yeah, we did a lot of trade with them. But the issue now is only the Drescues go in and out of Quilton. Everyone else can't get through the fog. The fog. So, if she can be convinced that bringing Alistair down would get rid of would open up trade, I think that would allow her to
that's something we
help
found
us.
out, right? Was that Alistair is controlling the port of Quilton Bay.
Quilton, yes. He's absolutely controlling the port. The fog, though, I know you mentioned something about creeping mist, but spreading mist.
Yeah, from the forest.
Yes,
Yeah.
that used to be in the forest around Quilton, but it's something different now.
Great.
Yeah, he's moved and changed.
Something else has taken up his place. However we're going to deal with that, I'm not sure, but we'll think of something. Some more food comes in and some drinks. You guys spend a good amount of time just kind of planning on what you're going to do during the meeting tonight.
Yeah. We should also get Val involved. He's really good at talking to people and like getting a good story turned.
Sure. No, yes.
We should probably have Val.
The preacher's son is very good with words.
Yeah, isn't that
Yes.
weird?
I think his mother trained him since he was, a boy. He really took to it. It seemed. Not a slight. That's not what I meant to say. I love that you're doing your thing, but
I'm nothing like Val.
No, yes, right.
I'm so much better than Val.
Yeah,
I know that
for sure.
Yeah.
Much stronger, tallest man I know.
Yeah, I'm a big man.
You are. When you adjust for,
I was as tall as you
halflings
were.
they tend to be small. A human is usually pretty tall. If
we're talking about for a human, Val.
Yeah.
Like, oh. But me, look at me, and I like stand up and
yeah, you're huge. He stands up and is like a foot shorter than you.
Thanks, Dad.
So yeah, you guys have some food. Enjoy. The gondola ride takes you down to the lower boat. Taking a look around, you see the shipwright bar, just kind of built into where the main warehouse of the shipbuilding area is. It's got a big sign. Nice, cozy place in there.
All right, cool. I'm gonna walk in and kind of assess kind of what I see.
In the kind of far back corner, you see there's just kind of a fist fight going on in like a sand pit, and some people are kind of cheering.
Is this here?
Man, I missed out on this.
I want to obscure
Bar
my
fighting?
face with pull my quilt across my face.
Easy
or
enough.
something.
With the help of the cool dagger, like you just kind of pull
Yeah.
up, and there was nothing there, and like a black mask kind of just.
Sick.
Oh,
And it's got
that's
like a
so sad.
skull's mouth.
Okay, it's a little less cool now, but
No, it's
All
awesome.
right, it was cool, and then it was immediately not
Yeah,
cool.
it's awesome. You need the whole. Just see me on a motorcycle
It was
sometime. It'll
like-
make sense.
It was like, oh man, is that a black mask? Oh wait, it's from Hot Topic. Never mind.
worse, it's from Spencer's.
Spencer's, yeah.
It says My Chemical Romance on it.
It says the used crossed.
That's your nickname.
Hey.
The used? Wow. So I go in. I'm gonna make a beeline for that fight area.
Okay. Yeah, getting over there. It looks like that's kind of where the densest portion of the crowd is, but there's a fair amount of people here. A few dozen for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty haunted too.
Yeah, there's definitely ghosts kind of they're just hanging up in the
They're
upper
cheering.
rafters.
Yeah, this is like
you
where
know,
they
just
hang
excited.
Yeah, they're like, make more ghosts, make more ghosts. They're chanting at the same time.
So I'm seeing two people fight. Are they like what do they look like?
These two look like dock workers.
Okay.
You know, bulky, kind of, been lifting crates and heavy things all day kind of guys.
Can I make a perception check on the crowd, and using my experience of fighting, is there a way I can assess someone who looks like, oh, I think that guy's probably been in some fights and knows.
Give me a perception or insight check.
Let's do.
Since we're all kind of here doing the same thing, can I aid him in some way? Like,
it doesn't
I'm
matter.
also
Yeah,
scheming.
you can give him an advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Did you waste my advantage?
I did. It's a 6 total.
A 6 total. Taking a look around, nobody catches your eye.
They all look like nice people.
After probably about an hour or so of just kind of chatting with folks, trying to figure out stuff, they aren't really very friendly. You do notice there's one guy that people are making bets with. Seems to be at least in charge of something around here.
I'm gonna walk up to that guy.
Okay.
I noticed that you seem to be the one kind of corralling this scene here.
Yeah, wanted to make a bet, or you wanted
No, I
to fight, or
was
you
curious.
seem pretty strong.
I hold my own. But I was curious if
Alright.
you know of anyone here, or perhaps in the city proper, who has a reputation of being one of the better brawlers, fighters, or...
Oh, you're wondering like the champion. You're wondering about the champion
Yeah.
kind of fighter for the pits, or
Yes, the best of the best, and if they would be willing to do some kind of, work.
Oh, gotcha. You're looking to hire.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, all right. I mean, probably be a finder's fee there, but I know a few folk.
Simon
Yeah.
sifts through his bag and slides a coin over to this person.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check.
A copper coin.
Just to, with advantage.
One copper.
It's going to cost them more
How
to
much will this
convert
get
it.
us?
It's going to cost them more
Oh,
effort.
natural 20.
Bag.
And you said
Bag.
sleight of hand, right?
Yeah.
So that's a 23.
Nice.
Here goes my sleight of hand.
And if you got to untie it, you don't have to do it like Dash did.
Untie it. Oh, this feels like baseball cards or something.
Magic
Pokemon! Even better.
Hell yeah.
Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon.
Are these whole? These are from Spain. It's in Spanish. All of it's in
Spanish
Spanish.
Pokemon
Sweet.
cards.
Oh.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Are those from Craig?
Well, I don't know how they wouldn't be, but
Okay, my bad. So are you going to open them then?
I can't decide. I want to. I'm.
How do
gonna open
Pokemon
them.
cards work? It's like Magic where you like guaranteed like a rare. And
Yeah.
like-
Yeah.
If I get a
I think you get
foil,
less in most Pokemon packs though. Less cards.
Yeah, there's like 11 instead of 15, right? Like,
I'm gonna ruin them all just trying to open this thing.
and then usually the rares are in the back, so you got to like look and see.
You know, why don't you?
There's something you got to move them when you're doing Pokemon cards because I think it's in the front.
Oh.
I think
gonna
it's
have to
something
get.
funny.
I'm gonna have to get some scissors. But in the meantime,
In the
I don't know
meantime.
enough Pokemon lore.
the sleight of hand was awesome.
Yeah, you slip some gold to.
Oh, I do more than that.
Oh, oh well.
God.
You slip some gold and a bit of flirtatious.
You put the
Fondling.
lipstick back
Yes,
Yes, I
in
do.
its
I do some.
tube.
I do some
Fine.
gold.
Put
Put
your
the
hand in the
lips on.
pocket, and then you kind of
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
handshaking over here.
Yeah. You look
yeah,
lonely.
you easily defeat the finder's fee.
Nice.
That this guy's
Nice.
asking for.
Yeah. The
Says,
best of the best.
the
And
best
Simon
of the
is like
best.
looking him right in the eye.
All right. Well, there's a.
Sarcasm. Trying. Okay.
Let's hear what you got.
Sunkern. Abra.
I mean, so that makes sense because of hazelnuts and filberts from Quilton Bay.
Oh yeah.
Snorunt. I've never seen some of these. These are interesting.
There's a lot more Pokemon. than when we were-
Chimecho.
There's like
Chimecho?
1,000.
Glaceon
Glaceon.
is one of my faves. Diplin.
Diplin.
Diplin's my dude.
Kilowattrel.
Kilowatt
Okay,
Troll.
sure.
Whirlipede.
Whirlipede.
Ooh.
These are some fun cards.
Heck yeah.
And there is a foil. Sandslash
Oh, I love
Oh,
Sandslash.
Sandslash is good.
and Frostlass. Frostless?
Ooh,
Frostlass?
Frostlass.
Habli
I don't know any of these.
Habilidad.
I don't know Pokemon.
Manto Elador.
I never got into it.
Do they have different names in Spanish than they
They-
would?
I mean, some of these are close to ones that I feel like I've heard of.
What was the first one? You said was that an Ekans?
Sunkern, Sunkern.
No, that one I think is the same.
Oh,
But it's
dude,
Semidora.
dope.
This is cool. This is really cool.
dope.
Hey, Craig, you did it again.
Hey, you're
you.
welcome.
Oh, I got another. Whirlipede is
You already did
a
Whirlipede.
yeah, but it's like a fancy one.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
The
That's my cue to stop.
The what do you call this guy? He's like a bookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a bookie.
Bookie. So the bookie's says, yeah, there's there's a knight that you could try and hire. It's in town. That's more a conversation you have with him, but he's staying somewhere. At the mayor's residence. But if you're looking for, not the well-to-do kind of fighter, I got a guy who's recently been laid off, loves to fight, and could use the money. He usually comes in and racks up a fair amount here at the fights. Belta, yeah.
All right.
Why was he let go from his employment?
Fighting. He
Okay.
punched his boss square in the nose.
This sounds like our guy.
Broke his nose.
I like
Well,
the sound of the
I've-
night
I've-
too, though. But
Yeah. Well, I've got someone in mind for Belta to meet, and I think they'll get along, especially
Yeah.
after they punch each other in the face.
They might be new vision
buddies.
Yeah.
now,
But, he'll probably be drinking here tonight after everyone kind of gets off work.
didn't Ghoul come from Brighton?
I don't know.
I don't
Maybe.
recall.
Ghoul.
Ghoul.
You know Ghoul?
Yeah, we know Ghoul.
Oh man. She's living down in Quilton Bay, right?
That's right. Yeah, we were just hoping to
Dang.
connect up with anybody.
I
that
would
might-
love to get a connection with Ghoul. If you could introduce me and her, I would love that.
What's your name?
My name's Theodore.
Theodore.
Yeah,
All right. Theodore.
call me Big T.
Big T.
Just Theodore will do.
All right.
Does anyone
Well,
else call you Big T? Or
I mean, if
Are you trying to start it?
sometimes,
Yeah.
yeah,
He's just
sometimes.
trying to impress Ghoul, and she's not even here.
all right.
But, but
I'll make reference of. I'll drop your name next time I
Big
go
T.
her way.
Really, we're
Thank you,
also
thank you.
looking
That'd
for anybody
be
that she
great.
might used to have traveled with, adventured with, or that might otherwise owe her favors.
Oh, gotcha. She was part of the something keepers. I forget.
Oath?
Right, where are they?
Oath keepers, maybe.
No.
Crypt keepers. I don't remember.
Crypt Keepers is
I
better.
hope it's Crypt Keepers.
But that night that I was telling you about, it's at the mayor's house.
Right.
He used to roll with Ghoul.
Oh.
There we go.
And then over the dress cues, they've got somebody another night that they have on their employ. Used to run with that group too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What was the gentleman's belt?
Belta,
Belta.
He's the fighter guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
who will be here
He's
later.
the no good, dirty fighter with no morals or ethics.
Punched his boss.
Yeah. I mean, he's got some morals. Like he works good. He doesn't like being told what to do.
Huh.
That could be a problem. I
Yeah.
don't
bit
know
of
If you pay, he'll honor a contract
Okay.
for the most part.
contract. What are we talking about here?
Well, I mean, like Corgan
This
and
isn't a
Dorgan.
legal enterprise. We don't offer health care or dental.
Oh yeah. What are the?
What's
terms?
that?
There's no paid time off.
Yeah. Even if you're pregnant.
I mean, did you ever see Corgan and Dorgan sign a contract?
Verbal. that was about it.
Dorgan, that sounds like an orc name.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean that's a blood pact. You got to be careful with those.
Oh.
That's like contracts. Those are the tieflings. They tend to have written contracts, but it's in the blood with the orcs.
Interesting.
Well, that's
Yeah.
good.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
And maybe I'll come by and see Belter later.
Perfect. Sounds like a plan. I will let them know you're stopping by.
Do we need a personnel manager with the expansion of our enterprise? I mean,
No, I think
Office
I
manager.
think I can handle
handle
it.
the
This
contract.
is really going to be more for like a one-time thing.
Okay.
And if you hear anything between now and then about happenings in Quilton or about us, maybe, would you let us know when we come back later?
Yeah. I'll
I
let you know.
appreciate that. Okay.
Gives you a wink because you gave him that,
Yeah.
slip of the coin.
Yeah. I did.
All right.
I did do that.
You guys meet up back at the tavern or at the inn. Get your rooms all settled.
Yeah.
Are we at
yeah,
the Pink
I'm
Horse
gonna
or
Pink
what?
Pony.
Pink Pony.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Alliteration, I
get
should've
settled
known.
into my room until I guess tonight, and then they're gonna go to the mayor's house tonight.
That's the plan. Yeah.
Okay.
Is the meeting with the mayor and the other interested parties.
Okay.
I kind of want to go to the rescues and talk to this other knight that's there.
We
but
were specifically instructed.
Yeah, we
not
were
to do
instructed
that.
not to go to the dress
if
queues.
only there was magic that could help us alter our appearance.
Or maybe no one will know.
Right. How would they know?
We could possibly pass without any sort of trace.
Yeah.
If you guys want to go to the dress queues, fine. But I'm not gonna tempt fate there. I would like to go and talk to that knight at the mayor's.
All right. I will too.
If I see Val walk in, I'll call him over to our table.
Yeah. You see a nice
Yes.
spread. Levi and Emily.
Hey, Val, come here.
Yes.
You're gonna talk tonight.
Oh,
Yeah. Just tell some cool stories. There's gonna be
tell stories?
yeah, there's gonna be a lady that wants more money and more power and more gold. You'll know how to talk to them. And
Okay.
there's another dude that. Oh God damn! What,
I mean, hold on. Sorry, we had a few drinks. The folks we're talking to tonight, I mean, some of them are going to be on board to, at least shut down what the dress queues are doing here. But I mean, all of them I think are going to be interested in that. But some of them might need convincing that Quilton Bay and Alistair himself may be a problem.
Okay.
and there's that Dragonborn guy too.
The knight, yeah.
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 There's a knight guy that we gotta talk to.
Right. I was going to talk to that knight.
Oh.
Oh, gotcha.
That's what I thought he said. You had to talk tonight.
To a knight.
Yeah.
Tonight, though.
Tonight and
Yeah.
to a night.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I will help you in your arguments and as we plead our case. I mean, we are pleading our case together. I'll assist you in this as much as I can. I'll also talk to the knight. And yeah.
Yeah, tonight.
Yeah. I mean, just
To a night.
like an hour away if we want to start heading over.
Oh yeah, we should. Yeah, let's head on
Do you
over.
want some taters or some?
I'm good. No, I'm
We
actually.
got twice baked potatoes. They got garlic and onions.
I'm good. Maybe you should.
Oh,
don't
actually, so sorry. Not the garlic. That'd be
Oh.
bad, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm so sorry.
You're
Is that bad for your?
Is
Am
that
I
a stereotype
overstepping?
or is that real?
I don't know.
I don't actually need to eat, so
Well,
I'll take a
as-
potato.
Do
as-
you want to though?
I've never thought about it.
It's here if you want. I mean,
Life seems so much more convenient without it.
if you like the taste of things, they did a good job. You all did a good job. Thank you. He searches, puts a tip on the
All
table.
right. Well, Levi, maybe you should put some carbs down real quick. Maybe soak up some of the alcohol before
yeah. Oh yeah.
before we head over there.
I mean, he's just got to do the numbers. He's good with numbers.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's head over then if we're all ready.
All right. Yeah. Grabs a bit of coffee and, nice roll and starts leading you over towards the mayor's house.
All right.
All right.
All right. Mayor's house is in town here. It's kind of part of the main circle of shops and stalls. But it's this 2-story house kind of built into one of these larger trees. Just a group of folks that are outside kind of give you a wave as you approach. It says, one of you Levi, y'all meeting with, he's like, oh, yeah, that's me. He's like, okay, Mayor's waiting for you inside. Would love it if we didn't have weapons inside.
Oh,
Is that going to be a problem?
I guess we could.
Put them in my bag.
If you've got a bag, place to keep them.
Do you guys have a place like a chest we can store them?
Yeah, and you see one of them like sitting on a chest and opens it up. You see a number of weapons in there already.
All right, yeah, I'll put my maul in there.
Okay.
And I'll just kind of keep my other arm inside my cloak.
They don't seem to be kind of like patting you down or anything,
right,
so they
yeah.
don't look for it. He says,
Yeah, glaive.
I'll
drop my crossbow.
We'll keep it safe. Keep it safe.
I'll drop my crossbow, but I'd like to secret my dagger.
Easy enough.
I don't have anything.
Perfect. Don't have like a Gandalf staff.
No. What about your crab sword and your other sword?
What are you talking about?
I mean,
Okay, what about that hilt? There.
It's just a decorative hilt so that people think I'm armed. Look, and I turn, and you just see that it's a hilt with a brown bag.
I guess so. Yeah, it's just kind of okay. All right, that's fine. Yeah, no, it's fine, guys. They close
Sometimes
the
the appearance of a weapon is enough of a detriment, and I don't like
thing.
violence.
Sure.
So.
I mean, and that's the whole reason behind this. So yeah, go inside. They're talking in there. Go on in.
cool.
You guys walk up the staircase, get into this open area, and you see there are a few people just chatting, having conversations, enjoying
sword were you talking
some time.
Did I have another sword? Or just the crab sword, Caleb?
Yeah, it's just a crab sword.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But now he's got me thinking about what is he talking about?
Didn't you? Or no, that was the paladin sword that went with the armor. Maybe that I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Oh,
Big
maybe,
Craig
yeah.
has that.
Yeah. Okay.
Where is Big Craig in all this? Hanging out with you guys?
He's right behind us.
Yeah,
Okay.
he'll come with us.
I hope so. We need him. Everybody just unarmed with themselves.
Craig put his sword in the chest.
Oh, okay.
He's just gonna strangle people with his
Yeah.
bone hands if it comes to that.
I'll talk to you later.
But yeah, you get inside and you see the people that Levi mentioned. So Selah is a human. She wears markings from the land of Kuningrick. You see a knight in this kind of dark greenish armor, dragonborn, silver. You see they have an emblem of Javiel, the local kingdom that you're all part of, or that at least this town is part of. You see Frida, a dwarven merchant that is here. She's got a couple of folks. Ace, you've probably met her at some point, at least recognize her from traveling. And the mayor himself, who is this dog man.
Oh no.
Kind of like a basset hound.
Oh.
It's similar to Simon being like a cat person. This is a dog person.
Like the dog that says "Don't do drugs."
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
Scruff,
similar.
The crime dog.
McGruff.
McGruff. Yeah.
It's not super noticeable, but if you're paying attention, it looks like Simon gets a little bigger.
Yeah.
Puffs up.
Tails
Yeah.
puffed out.
It's super subtle, but because you see him all the time, there's something different.
But yeah, there's a conversation that's going on, and as you guys enter, it kind of quiets down, and the mayor goes, "Oh, Levi, come in. Please join us. We are just discussing you and your friends. Protection. I hope you didn't think that you needed it here, but how things are going. I mean,
I'm his son. I'm Ace.
oh, good to meet you. Good to meet you, young man. I'm the mayor.
I'm Valen Blackwood. Ace is a friend of mine, along with
Good to meet you, Mr.
The other two
Blackwood.
here.
Any relation to Helena Blackwood?
that is my mother. Yes.
Oh, I see. Oh, fantastic. I've spoken with Helena a number of times. Never met with her. Correspondence, one mayor to leader. I don't remember her
Sure.
title. You, my friend.
Yes.
I'm the mayor here in town, and you are?
Ben Colthane. Pleasure.
Ben Colthane. Good to meet you as well. And my cat friend,
Yes, hi. I am Simon Monroe.
Simon Monroe.
Yeah.
There's a from the Monroe family in Quilton.
Yeah.
I mean, you would
You know
make
my parents?
sense. Yes. We share some interests. They used to procure some interesting meats for me.
Yeah, that's kind of our thing.
Yeah. Oh, very good work. Well, please come sit. Levi, please. We are here to discuss. And you hear Sayla say, yes, I've traveled a long way to hear your allegations and see what truth there is behind them. She seems a bit annoyed. The others, take their seats and welcome you in. But with this conversation, you've got people to convince to help you. The book is going to convince all of them to at least pull away from the Drescues. That something is going on with the Drescues. But to help with anything further, like going into Quilton or using the taking down of the Drescues here in town to aid in getting to Quilton, you would have to convince them of this. So I'll make this a skill challenge as you guys are talking with them to try and convince them to help.
Okay.
Oh, what do we want to do? Each of you, what do you want to do to try and help in this meeting?
I'll give a personal account, but also I would like to kind of plead to their sense of morality and right and wrong, and how doing this is for the betterment of everyone, and that even outside of the actual ledgers that show that these people are criminals.
Mm-hmm.
It's one thing to acknowledge that there's wrongdoing, but it's another to take action. And right now we need action.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check. Give me a persuasion check in this as you're kind of talking with them, and bringing up the stories that you've encountered with your travels so far.
That is an 11.
An 11, okay. And what is everyone else doing? You hear concerns from Sayla, that stopping the Drescues is all they'll need to do. She's, going to bring this back to Kunungrik, and they will stop purchasing weapons. And once they do that, they will be able to, defeat the wars they are already winning. She seems very confident.
I'd like to, kind of make an appeal too, but they're talking about this materiality of it. Stopping the Drescues will be enough. The shipments of these weapons will be enough, and blah blah blah. But I want to try to refocus, the takeover by Alistair, how Alistair is controlling, and maybe make more of a spiritual appeal, the damage that he's done. And even just the damage he's done to, the faith and things all across the inner sea with his actions, using the Drescue transportation network. And
so, if you want to give a persuasion or religion check, go right ahead.
Do we get the sense that they would be affected by anti-Melora sentiment?
They seem to like Melora. They've got
right.
So that's kind of where I was going with
yeah,
that.
Do they give off that pro-Melora?
Give me an insight check.
Okay.
Whoa, as you're kind of thinking about this while the conversation's going on.
It sucks because persuasion is my highest skill, and I never roll well for it. I rolled a 9.
A 9, okay.
And you said insight?
Insight, yeah.
I also rolled a 9.
Rolled a 9. It's tough
With a
to
+7.
gauge. You know that, and you can at least see some of these people have pendants and things of other deities. As far as Melora specific, none of them have anything. You don't get the sense that they feel one way or the other.
Okay.
Ace wants to talk to them about all of these children who are being affected by these portals and this darkness and the evil that kind of comes out of them, and how we just have to think of the children here.
Gotcha. There you go. Yeah. Go ahead
a
and
good way
give
to
me
guilt
persuasion check, and go ahead and get advantage on this. The time you spent with Levi, kind of going over all this.
I'm connecting the dots with the information in the ledger. For
Yeah.
sure.
I like that.
Showing what that, what actual harm that stuff is doing out in the world.
All right, so that's a 17, and I think I have a +0 to persuasion, but it might be a -1. Persuasion is a -1.
-1.
16.
16. Not bad.
Just please think of the children.
Yeah. Simon.
I think more than trading intel and telling them that kind of stuff, I want to appeal to their kind of folksy. I want them to like us and like me in a way that kind of makes their decision making more favorable. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So it's not necessarily through intel and stuff, but it's more about being a good guest to these people and showing our friendliness.
Do you want to go for a performance check?
Pretty much anything you're going to ask me to do in this case, probably.
I mean,
it doesn't
performance,
really matter.
I think, is based off dexterity, so at least you have a bonus there.
It's charisma.
It's charisma. You go ahead and make a dexterity check with it.
Thank you, DM.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. That would be 22.
22. Oh, dang. Okay.
I want it to be hard for them to tell us no because they like us
We're
so
at
much.
least likable.
Yeah.
With their neighbors,
Yeah.
like
And it's kind of our first sense of being almost home, and so there's some excitement and camaraderie, kind of talking about like, oh, that afternoon wind that comes through and whatever.
Ooh, yeah. There you go. Okay, with that, and they basically they're just rolling contests with you as well. With that, the 11 beats a 5, the 9 beats a 1, the 16 beats a 9, and a 22 beats a 7. You succeed on all of them.
All right.
They rolled poorly. One of them rolled a 1.
Nice.
If I can grab the bag.
bag,
Deserves a bag.
bag.
I'm not opening it.
Bag.
Bag.
Oh, I got a big old D10 dice with a D&D little thing. a
Big,
D&D
show the room.
adventure.
Show the room.
Craig.
Whoa.
Craig.
It's a
That
big
is
D10.
big.
That's sweet.
Dude, dope.
Big dice.
Big Craig coming in hot. We got the big D
Let's see
from
what
the big Craig.
God, that's massive. And I rolled a 10 right away.
Hey.
Hey, good
That's
dice.
right.
Let's get that out of his hand
I'll use that for all the big damage.
for all the damage. Yeah.
Sayla, it's tough to come around, but the mention of children does catch her ear. The knight, the Dragonborn knight, was already kind of on your side, and it was interested in going to Quilton already, and says, "After we take care of the rescues, I'll go with you. I don't care what that fog does. Well, we can get through it." Frida, the merchant, kind of just looks at all of you and says, "I mean, if you all are getting back to Quilton and you're taking care of that guy that's been messing all this up, I imagine business is going to be a little better. So promise me a few contracts, and I'll provide whatever you need." And the knight, Frida, Sayla, and the mayor says, "Oh, well, I'm glad we had this meeting. Seems like we might be going to war with a neighbor, but not, too aggressive. We'll make sure things are still kept at peace."
We're known for our soft touch.
That's good. I'm glad.
And think of it
That's
more
what
as
it's going to need.
a liberation, not a war.
Yeah, and having folks that are from Quilton to lead it seems like the right way to go. So whatever support you need from me, I'm happy to help. The Drescues have their place out in the east. Getting there is pretty easy. The roads lead there, but they keep watch and they don't let anyone in. The main doors, big old 20-foot wide thing built into the side of a cliff. I know that there are secret tunnels in and out of the place, but I don't know where they are.
Do you know of any advanced security, advanced warning that we should be aware of?
They've got folks keeping an eye out on it. So they've got guards and stuff that watch.
Right.
They employ a number of ravens to also do the same.
Okay.
So keep your eyes out for them. The knight just speaks up. Rav says, if we just go and knock on their door, let ourselves in, I think we could just, kill them all. They're supplying weapons to kill people all over Haven.
We
They
just
show
go
him no
straight
quarter,
upstairs, right? And we just knock him out.
like the way he thinks. And the merchant and the mayor are like, well, I mean, there's folks here that we want to keep safe. And you warn them. There's a lot of people there. So
Perhaps we can just lock down their compound and put them under house arrest.
That would be great. Yeah. I mean, that is the thing is there's kind of one major entrance and exit that works against them. If you seal it, I'm not sure how to do that, but y'all seem capable.
It's in the mountain.
It's to the east. It's built into a cliff. There's some roads that lead there, and then out to the south of the cliff is the main road that leads to Quilton. They take their merchants. They take their carriages, their wagons to Quilton and back. And that's when Salish speaks up and says, "That's right. If you want to get to Quilton safely, you'll need one of those carriages. You'll need one of those wagons. There's something about them. They're enchanted, or at least they've got the look that they're not attacked if they take the road south."
This seems like valuable.
So we just wait on the road
Ambush it?
and ambush the wagon. So we can't let the Drescues know. We can't just go and arrest them. Unless we do and just take their wagons, but...
That's
Yeah.
true. If you take a wagon to Quilton and you don't alert the main compound, you could take care of them at Quilton.
We could mount an attack on two fronts. Like, me and this Dragonborn dude, I mean, we'll just call them up and say we're coming, and we can sail right up to their front gate
While we come in the back.
while you guys sneak in the back way.
It's not a
He'll
bad
be
idea.
looking at us while you guys come in and slit
Plus-
his throat.
That really satisfies my itch to tell Alistair that we're coming. I just really want to do that for some reason.
And I just really want to go straight ahead and attack them.
All right. Well, I think we've got a good game plan. I need to make a stop at a tavern real quick, if you guys don't mind.
Of course,
Excuse
yeah.
me.
We'll be here. Got things I've got a message that I've got to send to the capital. Sailor says, I do as well. I'll be in my room. Let me know what you need, and I'll be able to help. And the merchant speaks up as well and says, yes, I'll be here with the mayor. If there's anything you need, let me know, and I'll see what I can do to provide it.
All right.
Should we ask about Brooch or anything, the whereabouts, if they've seen?
I don't think they would know. I think we have a pretty good idea of where he is. So
Yeah, we know that he's in Quilton Bay.
I think now it's.
Oh, that's right.
It's
Okay, I
like,
forgot that.
I think the only game plan now for us is just going to Quilton Bay.
Execute.
Basically putting the plan into motion. But I do want to make a stop by the Shipwright's Tavern.
Sure, yeah.
And find this Belta guy.
Yeah, you go down to the Shipwright's Tavern. It's a bit more hectic and bustling down there.
I got my weapon back before I left.
Yeah.
And Big Craig is with me.
Big Craig's with you.
And so I walk in, and do I see Belta?
You do. You go over to Theodore, and he's like snaps, and you see somebody at the bar kind of jump down, and this halfling comes up to you, just beefy dude. He's got an eye patch on. He says, "You the guy that Theodore's telling me about?"
Yes, I believe you are Belter.
Belter's the name. What you need me to do, I'll do it. Probably. I don't know what's going on.
All right. Well, there's a job for you if you're interested.
Perfect.
It's probably gonna require some violence.
Perfect.
All right.
I don't know if you know, I just got fired from my job for doing violence. So, like, if I can transition to some sort of new violent vocation, that'd be great.
All right. I think I know the exact role you're gonna play. What kind of fighter are you? Do you use swords? Do you use...
Mainly, I just like to hit things. I've trained my martial artistry for years.
Oh, all right.
You want me to show you?
But he's not a monk. He just does one damage.
He tries
per
to
punch.
hit you. He does miss.
Whoa. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I can do.
Well, I need to introduce you to the man you're going to be working with closely on this.
No, it's not you. You're not the boss man.
Well, I'm your employer. Consider it that. So I will give you maybe 25 gold right now.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, there you are. And then
Puts it in a pouch. He says, "Thank you, Theodore," and he like, gives him a couple coins.
all right, I think I know exactly what to do with you. Yeah, follow me, and I'm gonna go find Ace.
Will do. And kind of as you guys are leaving, he just kind of knocks one guy out as he's
Just off to the side.
other guys like stand up.
He does it.
Yeah, it's hilarious when he does it.
And he turns and like looks at him, and they don't. They sit back down. They're like, "Yeah, he's fine. Just let Belter, let him go."
He's secretly One Punch Man. He just
Yeah, he's so powerful.
That makes me feel better though that other people recognize that he is a badass. Like,
Or at least violent.
yeah,
and-
yeah.
Or just
Insane
violent and
enough.
uncontrollable.
Yeah.
unhinged.
So yeah, you go back, you meet up, and here in the night in Brighton, as you guys are preparing, what to do next with the dress cues, with Quilton, with these folks at your disposal. We'll end it there and pick it up next time. So thank you all for joining us around our proverbial podcast table. I've been your host, your DM Alex. With me has been
Red is bed.
Dash is Valen.
Milo's Ace.
Caleb is Simon.
Grab your swords and keep on adventuring.
Thanks for dropping by, friend. In the meantime, why don't you visit bit.ly/humbleinn and buy yourself something fancy on Humble Bundle. Help us keep the ale flowing around here. You can also leave our bartenders and troopers a tip over at patreon.com/in at the end. We hope to see you here next week. Until then, grab your sword and keep on adventuring.